They're killing the V8 in the G-Wagon. Well, that's only half the story. The famous G-Class is getting its biggest change ever for 2026. This isn't just a small update with new headlights. We're talking about a brand new all-electric model and huge changes under the hood for the gas versions. So what's really happening to one of the most legendary SUVs on the planet? The challenge for Mercedes is massive. How do you change an icon that people have loved for decades without completely messing it up? Fans love the G-Wagon for its boxy shape, its insane off-road power, and of course, that V8 engine sound. Going electric and swapping out engines is a huge risk. Can a G-Wagon still feel like a G-Wagon if it's completely silent or if it has a smaller engine? Let's start with the model most people will probably buy, the G550. And yes, the rumor is true. The 4.0-liter V8 engine is gone. Instead, you get a new 3.0-liter inline-six engine with a turbo and a mild hybrid system. But before you get angry, listen to the numbers. It makes 443 horsepower, and that hybrid part can give it a quick boost of power right when you need it. The wildest part is that this new G550 is actually faster. It goes from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, which is quicker than the old V8 model. Plus, it's gonna be better on gas. Mercedes also made it more comfortable for daily driving by making adaptive suspension standard. They even made tiny changes to the body shape to make the cabin quieter on the highway. But don't worry, it's still a real G-Wagon. It still has all the serious off-road hardware, like 3 locking differentials and low-range gearing. Now let's talk about the biggest news of all. The all-electric G-Class, officially called the G580 with EQ technology. This thing is a completely different beast. It has 4 separate electric motors, one for each wheel. Together, they make a combined 579 horsepower and a truly massive 859 pound-feet of torque. This electric brick can launch from 0 to 60 in just 4.6 seconds. But the real magic happens when you take it off the road. Because each wheel has its own motor, it can do tricks no gas car can. There's a feature called the G-turn. This allows the G-Wagon to literally spin in a perfect 360-degree circle on the spot, just like a tank. It also has G-steering, which makes the turning circle incredibly tight for narrow trails. It even has a kind of off-road cruise control, so you can just focus on steering over rocks. Inside, there's a feature called the transparent hood. It uses cameras to show you a view of the ground directly underneath the front of the truck on your screen. And if you miss the sound of an engine, it has something called G-roar, which plays powerful sounds to match your driving. So the G550 lost its V8 and the new electric one is silent. What if you still want that classic, loud, over-the-top G-Wagon experience? This is where the story gets really good. Say hello to the new Mercedes AMG G63. And yes, it still has its handcrafted 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo engine. Mercedes didn't kill it, they just saved it for the most powerful model. It now gets that same mild hybrid system, which helps make the power delivery smoother. It still makes a crazy 577 horsepower and gets to 60 in a blistering 4.2 seconds. The biggest upgrade for the G63 is the new optional AMG Active Ride Control. It's a very advanced suspension system that actively stops the big SUV from leaning in corners. It basically makes this giant off-roader handle more like a sports car. So the 2026 G-Class isn't about replacing the old one. It's about giving you choices. You have the smarter and more efficient G550 with its new engine. You have the futuristic G580, which takes off-roading to a wild new electric level. And you still have the king, the AMG G63 with its monster V8 for anyone who wants the ultimate performance. The legend isn't just surviving, it's evolving for the future.